Alright, hello everyone, this is Crota coming at you, giving you the final Zerg update from the MLG Anaheim 2012, part of the Swarm multiplayer, I guess, playthrough, or just trying to get a little bit of feedback here. First thing I wanted to show you is the Swarm host. Now, the Swarm host was introduced back in BlizzCon 2011, and what's changed about them is more the Locust than the Swarm host. The Swarm host still itself does the same exact thing. The Locust now has, I believe it's like 65 hit points, so a very, very large amount of hit points on the Locust. They also have a range of 2. So what you're going to see from Locust is that now they can shoot ground and air, and what it essentially does is it gives Zerg the ability to have a siege unit that still feels like Zerg. It is a very, very constant pressuring, constant wave, unit after unit. The time life, if you guys want me to go into details, of a Locust is 15 seconds. The Locusts spawn every 25 seconds. And what you can also do is, if you want to be a little bit tricky, you can swarm, you can uproot your swarm hosts, or not uproot, unburrow them, go into a different location, re-burrow, and then swarm again. The cooldown still works as they are traveling, so you can do a little bit of micro there. I'm sure the professional players will utilize that trick, being able to, like in a retreat, burrow so that locusts quickly come out, unburrow, and then you've got this large group of locusts that you have to deal with that is dealing damage to you as the main real units are trying to run away. Now, the second new unit coming in from Heart of the Swarm is going to be the Viper. The Viper, let me go ahead and get rid of these over here. The Viper is an air caster, and I believe the Viper needs the Viper does not need the infestation pit. It just needs hive tech. The Swarm host needs the infestation pit in order to be trained. The Viper is pure hive tech. You don't need the Greater Spire, and it has some really, really powerful abilities. The first ability that I want to talk about is Consume. Consume, you may not, it does actually something a little bit different than you already think. Consume allows the Viper to eat, I believe, 200 hit points off of a building in order to gain 50 energy. Now, professional players will be able to eat their buildings very well. They'll be like, you know what? Let me eat this extractor for 200, and now I'm going to have better starting energy. So this is going to be one of those things that makes the Viper very, very good. The second ability, which you guys get to see a shot of right now, is the Abduct. Abduct allows a Viper to essentially hook a unit, and then it pulls it in a straight line and drops it a little bit behind the Viper. So this is a great way of allowing the Viper, in order to try to break those Terran siege lines, and not just be a little bit more tactical, as opposed to having, the Zerg method of I'm gonna swarm you. No, the Zerg can be like, you know what? I get over here, and now I'm gonna swarm you, and you're gonna have a little bit more of a difficult time. Now, the final ability, which the name currently escapes me, is essentially Dark Swarm, except not Dark Swarm. First of all, it only affects biological units. Second, it makes all biological units inside have a range of 1. So Marines, Marauders, it will reduce their range to 1. Stalkers will still have a range of 6. I would assume Marines inside a bunker still have a range of 1. I'll have to double check on that, but that would be my natural leaning. It is not very effective against Protoss. It is going to be more one of those spells that you see utilized against Zerg and Terran. But then again, we also did see that the Viper is able to hook air units, and I believe they're also able to hook massive units. So I was able to see the Viper do like a double hook on a Tempest. Since the Tempest has a range of 22, one Viper went out forward, hooked a Tempest, and then another Viper quickly hooked another Tempest in order to close in that range and try to break that siege line. So very, very effective units there. Viper going to be a great addition. Now, things that got removed from the MLG or not the MLG, the BlizzCon 2011 version, burrowed Baneling movement. I know a lot of you guys out there were really excited to see Banelings move while burrowed. Well, unfortunately, that is currently not in this particular build. I don't know when the last time it was in the build, but I think David and Dustin had said that they didn't like the feel of it. It was cool, but at the same time, being able to move those Banelings just felt a little bit too powerful. And, Infestor's already able to move around while burrowed and drop infested Terrans. That was powerful enough. What still did make it was the Hydralisk movement speed, 50% off of creep, which means that they move the same speed on creep versus off of creep, and also the burrow charge on Ultralisk. What is even better on the burrow charge on Ultralisk, first of all, I don't think it was an actual upgrade. Was it an upgrade?
I haven't seen it. It wasn't on the Ultralisk then, but I haven't checked out the occlusion chamber.
Okay. So I don't think it was in the Ultralisk cavern. So because I didn't see it there, where I would normally expect it to be, I think it just naturally comes to the Ultralisk. You do have to research burrow, but that burrow charge going to be very effective. It also knocks up units into the air, doing a little bit of it almost feels like a little bit of a stun or a little bit of a disorientation on units. If you guys watch the video once more from Zerg, you may see some of those Marines get knocked up into the air. I don't believe they're actually firing for some of that time. So those Ultralisks are going to be very effective at breaking a large cluster of units as well. So it is Heart of the Swarm. It really feels like Zerg and Protoss came out ahead. But then again, beta should be available sometime in 2012. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. As I get more information, I will definitely let you guys know. Also, make sure if you guys want to read up more on the stats, go ahead and check out the description. I will be, or the team here at SC Legacy will be posting up details for all of you guys who love to look over the numbers and take a look at everything. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed it.